Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Again, we're here, a program of the Winnebago County Health Department known as reTHINK, Winnebago's Healthy Living Partnership. My name is Lisa Brown and I am honored to be here today with Evan Groth, who is one of our Serving AmeriCorps members. Hi Evan, and Denise Krieger of the Oshkosh City Health Services interning officer. So thanks guys for both being here, and I know that you're active members as well on the Nutrition, Obesity, Diabetes Committee for reTHINK, which is an expansion too, just to say we used to serve primarily tobacco efforts and underage drinking and prescription drugs, and now our subcommittee serves these efforts, so we're excited for the expansion. Evan, I know that you were out there at the school. We just saw the video of Perry Tipler Middle School where Jay Jones welcomed us in. Tell us a little bit how the kids responded to that.
The kids were great. I did a little intro of the chefs from Primo. Thanks to them for coming out, Primo and Roxy actually.
Right.
The kids were really excited and receptive, and I asked them if they were ready to learn what Food Day was, and they all raised their hands, and yeah. So they were all really excited, and I think they learned something too, I hope.
I think so. I know they had posters up, and they were all kind of teasing it out, talking about Food Day. And so for our viewers, tell us, what is Food Day? I know it was October 24th. What was it?
Well, this is the inaugural year of the revamped Food Day.
Okay.
It was on October 24th, like you mentioned, and it will be from here on out every year. The main purpose is to push for healthy, affordable food that's produced in a sustainable and humane way by bringing together people from all walks of life. And it's really modeled after Earth Day, so it has the environmental focus, but it also has the health, nutrition, and food aspects as well. I mentioned the sustainability part. Some people might not be aware of what that is exactly. Well, sustainability essentially means food security for, or I should say meeting food needs for you and your generation, but also your kids and their generation, and then future generations after that. And then the humane aspect basically refers to treating animals right, but also treating humans right and ensuring the fair conditions for the workers.
Okay. I know somebody asked me prior to Food Day, is this where we all turn into vegans and no one is supposed to eat meat? And it's really not that at all. It's some of the other things that you mentioned, and there's certain objectives to the day. Yeah,
the overarching purpose of Food Day is to get people to eat real, and that essentially means eating whole foods that aren't too processed. So for example, eating an orange. When you process an orange a little bit, you take away some of its nutrients, and then it becomes orange juice. So orange juice is still healthy, but it's lost some of its nutrients from the state of being an orange. And then if you continue to process it, you could turn it into something like orange soda, where it just has, orange flavoring, but it's really lost almost all of its nutrients. And so we want to stick to the whole foods, such as fruits and vegetables and whole grains. And there's 6 main objectives that Food Day focuses on. 1 is reducing disease such as obesity. 2 is supporting sustainable farms. 3, expanding food access so more people can have this healthy food. 4, protecting the environment and animals. 5, curbing junk food marketing to kids. That's a big one.
Sure.
And also just making sure that farmers have these fair working conditions.
Excellent. Well, we were happy to have you share some of this on Food Day, and especially be at the school. How did you let the community know about it other than the schools? What else did you do in the communities?
Sure. Well, Food Day was that Monday, October 24th, but we thought it'd be cool to expand it. So we had a celebrity chef night on the 25th at Beckett's to kind of show people that Food Day isn't just a one-day event. It was celebrated on the 24th, but it really can and should be celebrated every day from here on out. And so we partnered with the wonderful Beckett's, and they had 3 courses of locally grown food. So it included locally grown ingredients like cauliflower and pumpkin and mushrooms, just for starters.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
It was, and we were lucky enough to have Peggy West as the celebrity chef. So she was there to, promote healthy eating and promote local foods, and she was a great resource because of her position as food service director, and then also to promote reTHINK and our healthy living initiatives.
Great.
And then $5 from every plate went to reTHINK for those initiatives.
Excellent. Well, that's getting the word out, and Beckett's is awesome to work with, I know.
Absolutely.
So. Great.
Thanks to them.
Well, Denise, we heard a little bit about Food Day. What other beyond this date in October, what other initiatives is this group subcommittee with reTHINK going to be working on?
Well, the group that I'm a part of, we call it our NOD group. It's the Nutrition, Obesity, Diabetes group. In 2009, Winnebago County and Oshkosh Health Departments together did our Community Health Improvement Process and Plan, which is something that we're required to do. Obviously, it showed high numbers of obesity and diabetes. And so this group, our NOD group, then was formed out of that to try to address some of these issues. You can see some of the slides that we have show obesity trends. And this is from our the BRFSS, which is the Behavior Risk Factor Surveillance Study. This was 1985, but in looking at the different colors, actually, well, white is no data. The lighter color is better as far as this one. And as we go through, if you're remembering that the lighter colors are better, we keep getting darker and darker and darker.
And so this would mean over time we have more people who are overweight?
Yeah, and actually not even overweight, but into the, well, it is overweight, but obese.
Trends
also.
of obesity. And what's the definition of obesity, Denise, then? How much overweight?
Approximately 30 pounds overweight if you are, if you're about 5 feet 4 inches, you'd be about 30 pounds overweight.
And then now we see it go into the cream, which is even greater than 20%.
Yep.
And we know that it looks like it's most of the southern country.
Yep, and then that changes as well. We start to get even, now we're looking at, that's even better, and then
the oranges and the reds
this is the worst.
Exceedingly worse.
A little too far. So we're looking in 2010, we've gone, Wisconsin is sitting at 25 to 29%. So we know that those numbers are just getting higher and higher, and somehow in all this we need to stop this and try to reverse this trend.
Okay.
So we have a big long action plan that covers 5 years. And we have, in our group, we have all parts of the community are represented. We have the school system, we have, I'm trying to think, YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, the health departments, of course, the community health systems, we have WIC, we have the community pantry. I know there's others that I'm forgetting, but we're really trying to make this a community effort and not, you know, this isn't government or just public health saying we want you to eat only this.
These are no more government handed down regulations.
No, we want it. We know that this is a big community problem. We want to help make this a community solution and have everybody, you know, work together to try to bring these numbers down.
That's such an important point, because I know that the Community Health Improvement Plan, through the different meetings that happened, it was the community outcry that said, we don't want our kids being overweight. We don't want our kids with these options. And so this is the response, public health and all these other partners you said, serving the community. And so it's really neat to see the response and the collaboration that's going on. Tell us about an initiative that you're starting to happen. It's going to happen locally, and what's it going to entail? Because I've heard a little bit about the menus.
Okay, we are just starting to work on, we have been working on it for about 6 months, trying to look at a menu labeling initiative for, it would be geared for the independent restaurants. We started with Winnebago County. It looks like we're going to be branching that out, hopefully a couple additional counties. We're still laying the groundwork and getting this to come together, but it will, we know that mandates are going to make chain restaurants have their nutrition information available, or they're going to have to post it. But there's nothing for the independent restaurants. We want to help them be able to analyze some of their recipes, have some choices that are healthier options, and have them clearly labeled so that people, if they're trying to do the right thing, that they can walk into a restaurant and say, oh, this is a better choice for me, I want to do this.
Right. So when I go to Trails End for a hot dog with the onions and the chili and everything, that those private places might be outreached at some point to say, here's how many calories, here's with the chili, here's without.
Maybe. I think we're looking at more restaurants versus bar restaurant first, but that would be a great thing. I don't know that hot dog would be a green choice.
No, hot dog's not even a good choice.
But it's at least offering healthier options.
I love the idea of the menus, and because it's with information that people might have more resources to make the healthier choice, and that's kind of what our whole mantra anyways is, to get the environment a little bit more healthy. People can choose for themselves.
Right. And we know there's a lot of work to be done with educating, and so people do know what the healthy choice is out there. We don't have an environment that supports good nutrition, lots of physical activity opportunities. I know I've struggled with weight, and I know so many people
like many
do.
of us, right?
we really need to focus on creating that healthier community and having the easier choices be the healthy choices be the easier choices, and just making it easier for people.
How can people get involved? We have just a couple minutes left. We want to know if people are watching this, what can they do immediately, Evan?
Sure. Well, as I brought up earlier, I think eating real is a great point. Again, just eating those whole fruits and vegetables and whole grains. And one of the projects we wanted to work on was making people aware of where they can purchase these healthy options. So we created this food map, and we got data from many different stores in the area. And it's color-coded, so it shows things based on variety and quantity and types of fruits and vegetables.
Great. Awesome. So they could check out the food map at rethinkwinnebago.org, or they can call the county health department at 232-3000. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the work that you do. Thanks for getting Food Day going. And thanks to you, the viewers. We just want to leave you with the idea that you can always rethink. You can always plan a healthy meal for your kids, and eat healthy, eat real. Thank you.